Hi everyone, I'm Shubhrika and we have with us Dr. Manu Chandaria, who is the first Pravaasi Bharatiya Awardee from Kenya and even worldwide. So 2003 is the year you won this award. Yeah, Manu bhai?
That's right.
Manu bhai, how was your feeling? I think that was the first award ceremony which held in India for Pravaasi Bharatiyas, yeah?
That's right.
And you were first.
It was a lot of joy because I had already got an OBE from the Queen.
Yeah.
And somehow Padma Shri was not available to foreigners. And I think there's a discussion going on, and we had also high commissioners over here. We said that, look, if you're looking at outside Indians, then you should have some kind of an honor. So finally they decided that the Pravaasi Bharatiya Diwas should be. And surprisingly that I was selected. And I think there were about 11 people. One was from South Africa, a lady, Indian lady. One was from one of the oldest firm in Oman, Kimji Ramdas, Mr. Kanak, and various other people. I think that the Prime Minister of Mauritius, Jugnauth, at that time was also there. So they selected 11 people or so, and I think it was an interesting and very well organized. I think I was given honor with the Prime Minister, the then Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And there were about 4,000 people in the audience. Obviously, then I didn't see very many of except my friends from India, who traveled from Mumbai to see this. So it was something which was
something grand,
very exciting, very grand, and on top, I think there was 110 or 120 grams of gold chain, a medal. Obviously, since then I just wore it, and after that it disappeared. With my wife took it away, and that's it.
This time it's happening in Indore. Have you been to Indore any time before?
Yes, I've been a number of times.
Oh, seriously?
Okay.
Indore is the cleanest city, and it is being awarded cleanest city for the 6th time in a row. And this time when we all are going, I think around 50 people are going to go from Kenya to attend this award ceremony, and we hope that there is definitely at least one name from Kenya this time as well who's going to win this award. So do you have any message for the people?
Well, I don't know how they select, but they've selected some of the, at least there were 3 previous one. Myself was the number 1, and then Feroz Navroji was selected, and then Dr. Heda was selected. I wish they would select one amongst what you are
this
taking.
Year as well.
But I think that there are, and lots of Indians are doing good work in this country. So I wish somebody which you are getting now, one would get that. But otherwise there are a number of excellent people in Kenya who has got a record of good service, social service.
Whenever you are an industrialist and you have done so much for the society, even I being a retired, I see you almost every day giving something or the other, helping somebody or the other in some of the other ways, you feel like. How do you do that?
Well, it was very interesting. I studied in America in 1948. And by the time when I came back, I had already impression about Carnegie, Vanderbilt, and all those big givers. So when I came back, after a year or so, we were small. We had lost all our property, all our businesses, most of them during the war. So we left out with a very small plant. There were 40 people. I was the second engineer, and on top of 6 family members. And we had another provision shop, wholesale provision shop in Nairobi. So it was so small. So, but when we became 100 people from 40 in about 2 years' time, we went to our father and asked him, Papa, how about setting up Chandaria Foundation? He looked at us and he said, is something wrong with you? I said, what's wrong with me? He said, you've stayed too long in the United States. I said, no, I've stayed 3 years in the United States. He said, but we're not Rockefeller. We're not Vanderbilt. We've got 36 people at home and a big hall over here. Fill it up. Then talk about giving. I said, no, the idea is very simple. You might not have anything now. But when you don't have the wealth and you want to create a foundation, it will happen. When you create wealth and then you want to do a foundation, it will not happen. And that's why you see number of billionaires in this country or millionaires in this country. They don't care about it. Once they get the money, the smell of money probably, the feel of money is so difficult to part with. So I said, listen, this is the only point that while we don't have the wealth, let's create it. It's a come on, get to work. So after 1956, he came back when we had 400 people working. He said, we like your idea. Let's create Chandaria Foundation. And I'll give 10% of my company to Chandaria Foundation. We just enjoyed it. I said, wow. And he said, look, even when you told me, but we didn't have the capacity. We were only 100 people. Now we've got 400 people working, and we have a little bit of capacity. So, do it. And so we created one. And we started with one scholarship. So, but over a period of time, it grew. The idea was to sow the seed of giving, not only to yourself, but to the society which is wider.
Manu bhai, what message would you give to the Indians who are staying here? Why they should go and attend Pravaasi Bharatiya? And what benefits they'll get as an individual, and what benefits do we have as a country?
Now, after having recognized that India is recognizing people of Indian origin outside who have done good job in those countries, it started feeling, hey, that's our country. And I think that basically, whatever you do, you cannot change the Indianness. And that Indianness, when India decided finally that let's honor, because outside we are only 2.5 million people, but the way their contribution in the countries where they live, in the economies of the countries they are living, is great. And I think with this kind of arrangements, you become a little bit more nearer to India. And now the Indian economy is booming, going out of the way. Last 50 years to 60 years, it was not growing at that speed. Now it's growing. And India is a significant player in the economy of all these countries. Then I think that majority of the markets in Africa will be in the hands of Indian manufacturers. Yeah. So, to me, such incidences are people, when they go over there, they will see what India is. Many of them say, I'm Indian, but they don't know what India has progressed in the last 10 years. Wow, it's unbelievable. Every time I go, I can't believe that we are moving at a supersonic speed.
Yeah.
And it's very good, very good. And I'm glad that this time 50 people are going. Let them understand what is India. You can talk to them, but when they see for themselves, that's the best. And the business opportunity between the two countries are enormous. We never looked at that. Once you go over there, I'm sure that attached to this Pravaasi Bharatiya, there is an exhibition. They'll go and see for themselves and see why wouldn't they want to move and import from India rather than other countries. So I think it's a two-way, both way. It'll be very helpful.
This is what happens when you actually want to give back to the society. People like Dr. Manu Chandaria are created, and we are so proud that you are one amongst us, and you have gone to the level where you are respected all over the world. And Pravaasi Bharatiya Diwas is also a moment when so many NRIs who are living all over the world are going to get together, who are going to appreciate their own community people and people like Dr. Manu Chandaria. So again, Shubhrika, thank you so much for giving your time, for your precious time, and letting us know how was your feeling being awarded and getting your message for all the Indians out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am the heart, and I desire it all.